Now, we inshallah, there are some lessons that we need to draw from this one. Number one lesson that is that the consequence of zulm, the consequence of zulm is known to everybody. So we should know that, yes, the people they do zulm, they do oppression, they do wrong, and they establish injustices on the land, but they will be destroyed by the end. This is the consequence of zulm. That what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِرُسُلِهِمْ لَنُخْرِجَنَّكُم مِّنْ أَرْضِنَا أَوْ لَتَعُودُنَّ فِي مِلَّتِنَا فَأَوْحَى إِلَيْهِمْ رَبُّهُمْ لَنُهْلِكَنَّ الظَّالِمِينَ لَنُهْلِكَنَّ الظَّالِمِينَ. That when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the angels or his messengers to the people, and then those people told the messengers that we will expel you from our land, we will kick you out from our land, or you embrace our religion, or we will kick you out from our land. فَأَوْحَى إِلَيْهِمْ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to them, to the messengers, رَبُّهُمْ لَنُهْلِكَنَّ الظَّالِمِينَ. That for sure, indeed, we will destroy the Zalimin. So the end point of the zalim is destruction. The consequence of zulm is destruction. So that is for sure. That's point number one that we are getting. Anybody who does zulm. So zulm zulm doesn't have faith or religion. Anybody who does zulm, even he is attributed to Muslim. He is attributed to Islam, but he is zalim. So this is a general principle in Islam that Allah will help a just system, a just government, even if that government is non-believer. But Allah will not support an injustice government or system, even if that is a Muslim one. To believe or not believe, that is your relationship with your Lord. But to treat people, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold you accountable for that one. Allah will not forgive you for the rights of the people. Allah may forgive you for his right, that if he violates his rights. But Allah will not forgive you for the rights of the people, that you have taken the rights of the people. So zalim, the consequence of zulm, and the end point and the result of zulm is always destruction. So that is one we watched, and we see that has been destroyed. And there's an interesting hadith related to this one. Then when Muslims, they migrated to Abyssinia, and they went to Abyssinia, and there were a group of Muslims, men and women, about 80 people that they went to Abyssinia. By the time of Khaybar, when Khaybar was conquered, those Muslims, they returned back. When they returned back, the Prophet ﷺ, upon their return, he talked to them and said with them, he's a leader, he's a prophet, and he is trying to reach out to these people and talk to them how they spend their time in Abyssinia. And then, أَلَا تُخْبِرُونِي بِأَعْجَبِ مَا رَأَيْتُمْ فِي أَرْضِ الْحَبَشَةِ. Haven't you informed me, tell me what you have seen, the most strange thing or amazing thing in Habasha? Tell me something that you have seen, experienced in Habasha, in Abyssinia. Prophet I'm asking those muhajirin, those immigrants that those migrants that they went to Abyssinia, now they returned to Medina. Then they said, فَقَالَ فِتْيَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ. A young man, he said that, بَلَا يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Yes, we will inform you what I have seen. He said, he's narrating a story. He said, بَيْنَمَا نَحْنُ يَوْمًا جُلُوسٌ. See, one day that we were sitting somewhere, a group of Muslims that we were sitting, and then there was an old lady. An old lady, she is passing by. And that old lady has a container of water, carrying the container of water upon her head, and she is walking. While she is walking, there's another person who is a wicked person. He hit this lady from the back between her shoulder like this. And then the container fell down from her head, and the container was broken. And then when she stood up from that one, iltafatat ilayhi, and she looked at him. The lady looked at this person, that the wicked person who did, قال سوف تعلم يا غادر. You will know, O traitor, O wicked person. Very soon you will come to know this one. إذا وضع الله الكرسي وجمع الأولين والآخرين. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment, He established His kursi, and then He brought all the people from the beginning to the end. وَتَكَلَّمَتِ الْأَيْدِ وَالْأَرْجُلِ. And your hands and your feet will testify against you. The hands and the feet and whatever you do, it doesn't need your tongue to say that, but your hands and your feet will testify that one. And then سوف تعلم ما أمري وأمرك عنده. Then you will know what would be my matter and your matter with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge between you and me in the day of judgment. The lady told this to this person. Then قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam commenting on this one. They were not Muslim. Those people in Habasha, they were Christians. They were not Muslim. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Sadaqat. She told the truth. This is the truth. Because the day of judgment is coming, and everything will be presented in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With whatever you have done, nobody could deny that. Nobody could deny that. And then Prophet ﷺ said, كَيْفَ يُقَدِّسُ اللَّهُ قَوْمًا لَا يُؤْخَذُ مِنْ شَدِيدِهِمْ لِضَعِيفِهِمْ. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will glorify a nation. How Allah will glorify a nation if He doesn't revenge from those weak people, for those weak people from the people who did wrong them. How Allah will glorify this nation? I will not glorify the nation if Allah doesn't establish the justice. So that is the justice. That was the story. The story, Prophet ﷺ commented upon that. Yeah, this is right. This is something. What is the lesson from the story? Is that yes, in the day of judgment, even if they are not held accountable in this world, in the day of judgment they will be accountable for whatever they have done. So درس اول از امی واقعات است که عاقبت ظلم او خراب هست، او هلاکت هست. عاقبتش هر کسی که ظلم میکنه در عاقبت و در انجام زو که هست او هلاکت هست، او از بین میره. او را این دیدیم که اگر 50 سال بعد بره، اگر 15 سال بعد بره، از بین میره. و در همین سلسله قصه را که یکی از مهاجرین حبشه پیش رسول الله صلی الله علیه و کردن، رسول الله صلی الله علیه و پرسان کردن که شما در حبشه کدام چیزی بسیار تو جالب اگه دیده باشین از او بر ما بگوین. دیگه اونا گفتن که بله ما یک چیز جالب را دیدیم و این بود که یک جای ما نشسته بودیم، یک خانم پیرزن یک سال خورده اینا می رفتن و یک چیز اما یک گره و کوزه و یک چیز را سر خود مانده او داشته ای را می برده. میگه یک نفر دیگه که بسیار یک نفر به چیز خراب لودی چیز بود ظالم، او آمد از پشت سر خانم را تله کرد. این که تله کردم و کوزهش هم مفتید او شکست. دیگه خانم که خیست برش گفت که او احمق، تو در یک روز خاط آمد که خداوند متعال در روز قیامت بالای عرش خود خواهد بود و در اونجا تمام خلق از اول تا آخر همه را جمع خواهد کرد و در اونجا از تو هم پرسان خواهد کرد که تو چی کردی و از من هم پرسان خواهد کرد چی کردی. در اونجا باز معلوم میشه که کی چی کرده. در اون روز که دستا و پاها همه شهادت میده. این قصه را کرد رسول الله صلی الله علیه و گفت که راست گفته. گفت راست گفته این خانم، با وجود که یا مسیحی بودن مسلمان نبودن، گفتی راست گفته که روز قیامت همون تو یک چیز می خداوند متعال چطور یک امت را یک قوم را او را سربلند می سازه و با او امتی که در اونجا ظلم میشه از بخاطر مظلومان ظالما انتقام نمیگیره. هیچ طور امکان داره؟ هیچ امکان نداره. کسی که ظلم کرده عاقبتش خواهد دید. دیگه به مثل سلسله چیزی که ما میبینیم و چیزی که واقع میشه یک چیزی است که واقعا قابل چیز است، فکر است که در این انسان بیاندیشه. اندیشیدن در اینجا لازم است که هر کسی که ظلم میکنه و در ظلم میره، هم گفتیم که در ظلم و ظالم این دین نداره. دین نداره که این دینی کلش خوب است، او دین کلش ظالم است. ظلم دین خودش ظلم است. دین خود ظلم است و چوکی است و پول است و دارایی است. این چیز ظلم است. او اگر هر کسی باشه دیگه اینمی قاعده و قانون اسلامی هی است که خداوند متعال او حکومت را، او نظام را که عادل باشه، او را کمک میکنه ولو که کافر هم باشه. نظام عادل او را کمک میکنه ولو که کافر هم باشه، اما او نظامی که ظالم باشه او را کمک نمیکنه ولو که مسلمان باشه. اینجا مسئله عدالت است، مسئله اسلامیت و ایمان بین تو بین پروردگارت هست. اما همراه مردم ظلم کردن او را خداوند متعال در هیچ صورت نببخشه. بارك الله لي ولكم في الكتاب والسنة ونفعنا وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات والحكمة. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله تعالى لي ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى اله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى اصحابه اجمعين وتابعين لهم باحسان الى يوم الدين وبعد. My dear brothers and sisters, so the lessons that we draw, the first lesson was that the consequence of zalim, or the consequence of those who are oppressors, their consequence is destruction. The second thing is that Dhulm is rejected. So we, every single person that see that somewhere injustice, somewhere wrongdoing is happening, should stand up against that one. Should stand by it. To stand against that one, this is a human tradition. This is mankind, that every mankind should do that one. And this is natural. Natural in the nature of every single person. If you see something dhulm, if you see something bad, so you have to stand up against. And this is also the laws that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed that you have to, and this is an obligation too, to stand up against the dhulm. So this, the reason when jihad was obligated, and that reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Hajj, أُذِنَ لِلَّذِينَ يُقَاتَلُونَ بِأَنَّهُمْ ظُلِمُوا. Allah give permission to those people that the war is staged against them. They have been fought, the Muslims, that they were under the transgression of the other people. So those people are allowed to fight back. And not only they are allowed to fight back, وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى نَصْرِهِمْ لَقَدِيرٌ. And indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has capacity and power to help these people. And Allah will help those who are oppressed people. Allah allowed the oppressed people to fight. Allah gave them the permission to wage war against the zalim. Not only that allowed them to do that, but Allah support them. Allah will give help to those people. And that's what this is the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Allah, in the remaining portion of the Allah, if that is not going to happen, if you don't stand up against zalim, if you don't stand up, if you don't reject dhulm, so what would happen? That happen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَوْلَا دَفْعُ اللَّهِ النَّاسَ بَعْدَهُمْ وَلَوْلَا دَفْعُ اللَّهِ النَّاسَ بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ لَهُدِّمَتْ صَوَامِعُ وَبِيَعٌ وَصَلَوَاتٌ وَمَسَاجِدٌ. If there is no check and balance, if nobody is going to check those people who are oppressors, then what would happen? That the destruction will come, and the churches and the monasteries and also the synagogues and the masajid will be destroyed. All these places of worships will be destroyed if people are not resisted, if those wrongdoers and the oppressors or zalimins are not resisted or stood up against them. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this an obligation for every person, that to stand up against the dhulm. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إِذَا رَأَيْتَ أُمَّتِي تهاب أن تقول للظالم يا ظالم فقد تودع منها. So if you saw that in my ummah they are afraid to call zalim a zalim, oppressor an oppressor, they say this is oppressor, if he is afraid of this, then Allah's help is not with that nation. Allah's help is not with that people. So you have to stand up against dhulm. If you don't stand up against dhulm, so that Allah's help is not with those people. So this is also. And the third thing that we learn from this very quickly, that dhulm and zalims, they are not in the same level. Yes, there is the head of them, but there are those who are under him. All the thing that is done is not done by one person. One person is issuing a decree. an order, and the followers, those are the people, they are executing that decree. So they are also part of the zalim. These are also part of the zalim. And then that's what one day Imam Ahmad, rahimahullah, when he was in prison, and then a person that who was guard of that guarding Imam Ahmad, and he said to Imam Ahmad, am I from the helpers of zalim? And he knew the situation that Imam Ahmad was in prison wrongfully. Am I considered like the person that helping the oppressor, the zalim? He said, no, you are not from the people that who are oppressing the zalim. You yourself are zalim. Those who are helping zalim is the person that who cook food or who buy him or sell him the things. These are the people. But you are guarding him and you are executing their order. So you are by yourself, you are zalim. Like he is the one, you are also the one. So that's why we have to disassociate ourselves from those people who are doing zulm. Because zulm, we say the consequence of zulm is destruction. So we don't want to be attributed to zalim. We don't want to do something which is zulm, and that is something very serious in Islam. And there are a lot of ayat that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took, not only those, فَأَخَذْنَاهُ وَجُنُودَهُ. Not only Allah took Fir'aun, but junudahu, and also his soldiers are taken. Soldier has been punished too. Not only Fir'aun is destroyed, but the soldier of Fir'aun is also destroyed. It's not only Fir'aun is doing zulm. It's not only the leader who is doing that, this is zulm, but those who were subordinates, those who are the followers, and they were executing the right of those people. So may Allah save us from the zalimeen, and may Allah punish these zalimeen, those zalimeen that they persecuted, they tortured the Muslims, and they killed the Muslims, and they are still in power, and they're still keeping silence against the zulm that is going on in Gaza, in other part of the world. And may Allah take the revenge from those people who are against the Mazlumeen, who are still torturing the people, and may Allah give the victory to all Muslim over the ummah everywhere they are, and that inshallah is coming the way it came in one part of the world. Inshallah it will come for the whole ummah, inshallah. It will take some time. It will also require some sabr from us and patience from us, but inshallah it is coming. When it came in this case, it will come in other cases too.